So now we are in live. Hello everyone, this is Sabuz Hussain, Managing Director of NSS Solution. Today I am here, one of the popular university in Malaysia, which is University Kuala Lumpur, which is situated very near to KLCC. And with me, honorable chief guest is Mr. Esther. She is going to discuss about the university, about the tuition fees, and also about the facilities. So now I'm going to pass Ms. Esther to discuss herself and about the university. Hi, Mr. Esther. How are you doing?
Okay, thank you so much, Sabuz. How about you?
Yeah, I'm good too.
I'm really glad to be back to NSS, the live session on Facebook. I hope everyone is doing great and everyone is safe during the pandemic.
Thank you very much, Miss, for your fruitful interactions. So I think you might proceed. And if before going to present the UniKL, so if anyone have any question, you please guys comments in the comments box. So you will get to know more about University Kuala Lumpur, which have one of the popular university in Malaysia, which is situated the heart of KL. So yeah, please, Miss, you might proceed your presentations.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Sabuz. First of all, I want to welcome everyone for this live session. My name is Tan Shopan. I'm from the University of Kuala Lumpur. I work at the International Recruitment Office. I have been working with UniKL for almost 4 years. My job is basically to help all the international students to get admission to the university and assist the international students during the admission and as well as the process of registration. So without a further delay, I want to share with you guys with my presentation slide, where I will explain about, in terms of the general background about the university, what programs we offer, what we specialize in, and why are we unique, and as well as how to apply and how to get visa. All the general information I will share with you guys. So I have prepared a small presentation.
Yeah, sure, Miss.
One moment. I'm trying to. Okay. Okay, I want to ask you, is it a,
Yeah, we can see it.
okay, let me make it full screen. Does it look better, the full screen?
It's not yet full screen. I think you might make it full screen.
One moment. Okay,
Okay, guys, if you have guys any questions about UniKL University Kuala Lumpur, you can ask. They are offering various kind of scholarship also for the international student in currently, so it will be helpful very much. And they have some technical error. That's why Miss Sister, she's going to join very soon. So you can guys contact, continue with us, and it will be helpful. And I could say like the University Kuala Lumpur is very near to KLCC even, and they have offering all kind of programs that you want, and also the scholarship and the tuition fees is very reasonable.
I'm so sorry. There was a technical error.
It's okay, all right, Miss. Yeah, I already informed to our audience.
Okay, I'm really sorry for that. Okay, so let me share the screen. Okay, now I think, is it better?
Yes, it's yeah,
Okay.
it's very nice.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. So okay, just a general brief and background about the university. University of Kuala Lumpur, we also call it UniKL. It was established in 2002 through merging of 5 technical institutes. And the University of Kuala Lumpur is a semi-government university. So in Malaysia, there are 3 categories of university. One would be the public universities. Second would be private universities, and third is the semi-government universities. There are 4 universities under semi-government, and UniKL one of them. So what does that semi-government means? Semi-government means we are owned by the Malaysian government, but we operate as private. So that means we are fully owned by the Malaysian government agency, MARA, that's Majlis Amanah Rakyat, under the Ministry of Rural and Regional Development. It's also the first entrepreneurial technical university in Malaysia. And also we have the biggest private, we consider as one of the biggest private university in Malaysia. I will mention why we are the one of the biggest. And also we have one of the widest international network throughout Malaysian universities. In a nutshell, we are one university with 12 campuses. Each campus itself is actually like an institute, has all the facilities, has the workshops, labs, as well as like the libraries and also the hostels for each campus. And we offer 140 programs in 12 of our campuses. At the moment, we have 22,000 students who are studying at UniKL, out of which 600 of them are international students. And for that, we have 2,600 staff who are currently working at the university. That's mainly academic staff as well as support staff. So even though university is quite young, we're close to 19 years, but we have managed to graduate more than 50,000 students from our university. We have over 50,000 alumni graduates. In general, why to study in Malaysia? I do believe that everybody have their own reason to come to Malaysia, but as far as UniKL is concerned, UniKL itself is unique in a way that we offer a huge range of programs, 140 programs, and they're all are very niche in the area. Second is the expert guidance. So what does that mean? Means we have academicians as well as industrialists coming together and teaching the students in the classroom. So that makes it really fun and as well as very informative for the students to learn from the experts from the industry. Also, we have study and work one semester abroad program where we have more than 100 partners, the partner universities the students can choose from, and they can apply for internship or exchange program for a semester abroad. Also, we have embedded certificates. So I will also stop by that point and I will share with you guys what kind of certificates and which programs are actually having those certificates. And another thing that makes it unique is the compulsory industrial training. So for Malaysia, internship or industrial training is compulsory from 3 to 6 months. And we also, of course, assist our students in terms of getting the internship, getting the right placement. So how we assist is basically we have a student portal where all the companies in Malaysia, they will register themselves, and whenever they have any vacancies, they will usually announce it there. So those students who apply through the portal, they will prioritize them and they will get higher chances of getting hired for the industrial training. And also another reason to come to UniKL is because of our ranking. We have obtained 301 QS Asia ranking. Also from the Times Higher Education, we're one of the top universities in terms of subjects like engineering, IT, and management among Malaysian universities. Also, we have Tier 5, Setara Tier 5 in Malaysia, and all of our programs are accredited by MQA. What makes us unique? I do believe that every university is unique on its own. There might be certain things that you can compare, but overall, when you are choosing university, you need to know that what makes that university unique. There is no university that is the same or offer the same program or have the same facilities. So in terms of UniKL, we have niche programs. When I say niche, we are really focused on certain areas of engineering, IT, business, as well as medical. And also we have one campus and one specialization that makes it another point of uniqueness, because every campus that we have, 12 campuses, they all specialize in one area. So that means if you're an IT student, you will be studying in only IT campus. If you're a business student, you will be in business campus. Then the following point of academicians and industrialists, as well as internationalization, I have covered in my previous slide. And also, what makes it unique is because of the facilities that university provides. Since it's a semi-government university, we do have industry standard facilities that will cater the students' needs in the classes as well as the workshops. Since the university offering mainly technical programs, we are focused mainly on hands-on learning. So the hands-on learning would be maybe from 40 to 60% of your program will be in the labs and the workshops. You will learn a lot of things from your own experience and by doing the things actually, not just theoretically. Since the university has many technical programs, we also do not forget that entrepreneurship is one of the crucial skills in this current century. So we also develop our students' entrepreneurial skills via entrepreneurial programs. So such as like technopreneurs and many more other programs that are encouraged for the students to attend. This is the map of Malaysia. Malaysia is located in Southeast Asia. We have two countries as our land borders, like Singapore as well as Thailand. And Malaysia consists of two parts, Peninsula Malaysia, as well as Sabah and Sarawak on the eastern side. So the Peninsula Malaysia is actually, that's where the over 30 million of the Malaysian population are living. And also that's where the hub, the industries are very well developed. And our campuses are actually located, all of them, on the Peninsula Malaysia. So over here you will find the Kuala Lumpur, as well as the main international airport, Putrajaya. All those places are located in the Peninsula Malaysia. So our campuses are basically scattered around, because that's where we believe that students should be located to where the industry is. So for example, if you choose aviation, you will be based nearby the airport. Or if you choose automotive engineering, you will be basically nearby the automotive hub. Or marine engineering, near the shore. Logistics, near the borders, where all the logistic activities are happening. So for IT and business, we have a city campus that's like in the city center, 10 minutes walking distance to the Twin Towers, KLCC. And it's a very convenient, and as well as for students, it's very nice because you can get the city lifestyle. So besides that, all the campuses are really strategically located throughout Peninsula Malaysia. And this one is what we specialize in. So we have 12 main specializations. And of course, inside each specialization, we dive into the niche areas of that specialization. Let's start from the first one, marine engineering. UniKL is specialized in marine engineering. In particular, we have naval architecture, shipbuilding, we have marine electrical electronics, maritime operation. So these are like the niche areas of that marine engineering. Then we have, under the campus of UniKL BMI, British Malaysia Institute, we have programs for electrical, electronics, telecommunication, and medical electronics. This campus is only specialized in this area. Then we have UniKL MFI. MFI is basically for programs like industrial maintenance, automation, robotics, as well as air conditioning, welding, and some of the automotive components as well is covered under that campus. That campus is actually offering many programs under the main criteria of industrial maintenance. Then we have UniKL MSI. That's Malaysia Spanish Institute. That's where the students will study programs of automotive engineering, in particular automotive components and system technology. Then we have chemical engineering, UniKL MySet. In chemical engineering, again, we also specialized again in food, process, bioprocess, and also it's a very good for those students that say you want to, like now at the moment, because of the pandemic, I do believe that those chemical engineering students, they are not finding it difficult to get jobs in the market, because like the rubber industry still booming. There are many industries and the chemical are still booming. And then next is the UniKL MIDI, Malaysia Italy Design Institute. That campus is offering programs like product design, industrial design, manufacturing. So let's say if you are a design person, but also you want to be more into technical, then you have to go for that campus, the programs that are offered there. Then for IT we have two kinds of specializations. In that campus, we have IT as well as multimedia. So IT is also specialized in few areas like software, computer system security, networking, and also computer systems as well. Next is our quality engineering campus. That's for in UniKL MyTech, as well as we also offer programs of industrial logistics over there. Then for business, we have two campuses under business. They offer programs of accounting, entrepreneurship, marketing, management, international business, tourism, Islamic finance. Especially Islamic finance is one of the booming industries in the current times. So and these are the programs that are offered at UniKL Business School. Then for medical, we have two kinds of medical programs. One is medical science. That's for like lab, if you want to work in the lab or in a more into research part of it. Then or medical or allied health sciences. That's our UniKL. Medical science technology. That's our UniKL Mestec. And for the RCMP, that's where we offer programs like MBBS, pharmacy, and also the nursing, physiotherapy kind of programs. Last but not least, UniKL is quite popular with the aviation programs. We have aircraft engineering as well as aviation management. Even so, industry is quite down at the moment, but we do believe that once the pandemic is over, the tourism will again start booming, then this industry will again pick up its pace again. But besides that, we have one of the new programs would be the water engineering. This is also one of the programs that are very in demand in many countries because water is one of the biggest issues faced in many countries of the world. And also water supply as well as overall water engineering is one of the new areas of engineering that's being developed and being discovered by many countries as well. So that program also offered in UniKL. And this is a pathway for the students who are coming from either O levels or A levels. So if you're coming from Bangladesh, you have two kinds of qualification. One is SSC, Secondary School Certificate. Second one is HSC, right? High School Certificate. Is it right? Correct? So,
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So if let's say you are coming from SSC, you still can apply for Malaysia, but you will be given two options. One is diploma, second is foundation. Both of them has its own advantages and disadvantages. So also you need to see what is your long-term goal. If you are going for, let's say after diploma, you just want to get your diploma and you want to start working in your country or somewhere else, then of course diploma is also option because it's more affordable and shorter period. It's only 3 years. Then you may already apply for jobs with your diploma qualification. But if your purpose is to go for bachelor, master, or PhD, then of course foundation, I would suggest it as a better option because foundation is only 1 year, but the disadvantages of the foundation, you cannot apply for jobs or things. So it's more about preparatory program to the main your main bachelor program. So then you will join the bachelor program. It's 3 to 4 years depending on the area you select. But if you're coming from HSC, that's very good for you. You can directly apply for the bachelor degree. In terms of entry requirements, I will stop by separately. Then after you finish your bachelor, you can apply for master. Master, we are offered by three methods. One is the coursework, second is mixed method, and third is research. If again your pathway, your purpose to apply for PhD, definitely we suggest you to go through research or the pathway of research plus coursework, because in that way you can apply for PhD much easier. If let's say because PhD is going to be purely research based. But if let's say your purpose is to go for directly industry and work, then coursework would be a better option for you. In terms of intakes, we have quite frequent intakes for the postgraduate programs, but for undergraduate programs, we have two main intakes, January and September. These are the main intakes for the bachelor program. But for diploma will be January, July, foundation will be May and November. So these are the intakes as well as the pathway. In terms of recognition, for any student who is applying abroad, the first thing you need to know that is the university recognized in that country alone. Means how's the reputation of the university, how's the recognition of the university. Like for when it comes to UniKL, for Malaysia, sorry, when it comes to Malaysia, all the universities are having standardized recognition by MQA. So all the programs has to be approved by MQA. The moment it's approved by MQA, you can get recognition back in your country or anywhere else in the world. Secondly, for engineering students, one of the important ones is the Board of Engineers in your country and also internationally. So for UniKL, most of our engineering programs are recognized by the Sydney Accord as well as the Washington Accord. So that can give you a better opportunity as well. So in terms of embedded certificates, we have for the business program ACCA, for IT, we have EC Council, Cisco certificates that students can opt for. And also we have some of the recognitions from the industry for marine engineering, for example, for like IMAREST, RENA, IMO, and there are many more other recognitions for each industry and as well as each campus and program. In terms of application, Mr. Sabus, NSS
Yes.
Solution, he's one of our reliable and officially recognized agents in Bangladesh. So we always encourage our students, if let's say they want to make an application, they can either apply through the NSS Solution office in Bangladesh, or they can apply through online. But you have to know that if you're applying through directly to UniKL website, you might need to go through all the processes by yourself, do the online application, and read through all the guidelines and provide all the documents by yourself. But if you opt for the help of NSS, then definitely they will do everything for you. Only thing is that you need to provide all the required documents to them. So in general, let's stop by what are the things required to get admission in Malaysia. For admission purpose, you need basically two main documents. That's your academic documents, that will include your IELTS as well as your high school. Or if let's say you're applying for master or PhD, that will include your bachelor or master's qualification. Secondly, we will look for your passport. Passport must be valid at least 18 months, but to be safe, we tell you guys to have at least 2 years of validity, because by the time you apply, you get your offer letter, the time you get your visa might the 6 months might pass by very fast. So that's why 2 years of validity plus your academic documents. And passport size photo is for bachelor degree students, but for postgraduate, if you are applying for research program, you need to be very certain and clear about your research proposal. And secondly, your CV. The reason why we ask for CV is basically we want to know if, let's say, you don't have enough qualification, maybe we can look at your work experience. In terms of visa, for undergraduate and postgraduate, the visa process is the same. The only difference is that the list of documents that will be required for both programs, as well as the visa processing fee, will be the same, 2,200. That's like $550 USD. And also, you will have a transparent tracking system. You can track all the visa application by yourself. But of course, all the documents have to be submitted. But for postgraduate students, we ask the students to apply by themselves on their own through the EMGS system. That's where we have the guidelines for the students to follow. But once the visa is done, the students will have to go to the Malaysian embassy in their country and obtain the single entry visa and travel to Malaysia. But this was a pre-pandemic requirement. At the moment, due to pandemic and lockdowns and some restrictions and bans, the students from Bangladesh are still unable to travel for the time being. But we hope that once it's lifted, then the students can come in. Then they have to do the quarantine. That's compulsory for the students. Then after that, they can join their classes. And also in terms of the classes, all the classes are at the moment online, but in the future it might move to the on campus, but it all depends on the situation actually. So in terms of entry requirement, I want to make it very short and precise. So because every student has different case, so different qualification. So for overall, UniKL entry requirements for foundation is O levels or SSC, minimum with 5 credits. So credits, we look at subjects like mathematics and science subjects as well as English. For diploma, again we look at O levels or 11th, 10th. For Bangladesh is SSC. Minimum three subjects. Again, we look at subjects of mathematics and science subjects like physics, chemistry, and biology. Depending on program to program, like programs of management has yeah, easier entry requirements comparing to the engineering or medical. For bachelor, we will look for your HSC. HSC basically is your high school certificate or A level with two subjects. We look into your mathematics and one science subject. If you are applying for engineering, we look at your physics. If you're applying for medical, we look at your chemistry and biology subjects. And also, IELTS is compulsory for the students who are coming from Bangladesh, except those who are coming from O level or A level. Overall, IELTS requirement will be from 5.0 to 5.5, depending on program. For the postgraduate programs, like for masters by research, we have an entry requirement of 2.75 CGPA out of 4. That means around 70% achievement for your bachelor degree. If you don't have that, no problem. If you have work experience, you can also apply based on your work experience that you have. That will be, of course, case-to-case consideration. And for the PhD level, you need your master's degree with minimum of if let's say your master's was not in English language, or then you may apply with IELTS. But if it is in English language, you may be exempted from IELTS. So what happens if, let's say, you don't have any kind of English qualification? Let's say you don't have IELTS or you don't want to take IELTS in your country, you can always opt for the option of English language intensive program. So this program is actually from 3 to 9 months. Students can join first 3 months and see how's their progress. If they pass the IELTS and obtain the required mark, they can join the main program. If not, they can continue carry on until they obtain the required mark in IELTS. The tuition fee for this program will be basically paid per month that they take. Then financial assistance for all the international students, we are offering 50% discount for the foundation programs. And for the master and PhD, they can get this is an allowance, so it's not like full scholarship, but it's a research grant or allowance where it will allow you to sustain yourself in Malaysia and also cover some parts of your tuition fee. But of course, this one is only for those students who passed the interview, have shown excellent skills of research, as well as they have shown they have some strong the skill sets that can be needed for the research. So these are just pictures of our campuses. So for the pictures, you may always refer to our website or our Facebook page or Instagram page, whereby we have pictures for all the campuses and programs. So basically, I have done a very short presentation, and it was a very brief one. So if you guys have any questions.
Yeah, it's Mr. Yeah, Miss Esther. So it was a very nice presentation that we already explained about the university, and I think the students are very much clear. And also we saw they have like allowance, and it's kind of a scholarship for the students, and also you are offering 50% scholarship for foundation students. I think this is very like good for the students now in the pandemic situation also, and
Yes,
for the allowance also, the master's student getting 1800, and also the PhD students getting 2200. So this is quite
yes,
for the students, I think. And
yes.
now is the question and answer sessions. So we'd like to get a question from you guys. So if you have any question about UniKL, please ask in the comments box. So, Miss, I got a questions from one of our audience.
Mhm.
Okay, Mr. Shoikat, yeah. So he asks, UniKL offer dual degree programs. So,
Unfortunately, for UniKL, no, because our programs itself are recognized in Malaysia, and it's a full award from UniKL.
okay, so yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Shoikat, for your questions. So, UniKL doesn't offer dual degree programs because their degree already validated to all the world. So that's why they don't need like dual degree from other countries. So thank you very
Yes.
much for your question. So if you guys have any other question, you might can ask. So our representative going to replay your questions. So, Miss, I have a question from our student side. So, if
Mhm.
the students like apply for the bachelor degree, is there any
Mhm.
scholarship for them?
Sorry, for bachelor degree, unfortunately, we don't have scholarship. But the reason why we don't offer scholarship is basically most of our programs are very affordable, and also we don't charge very high admission fee or registration fee. So that's the reason that we don't offer any scholarship at the moment.
Okay, thank you very much. And for the bachelor students, while they have to do like internship, so is university help for them for the internship, or the university? I mean, student have to find themselves.
Okay, we have two kinds of situations where university does provide the platform for them to apply, and secondly, we do provide them all the support that's required. And second situation is that there are like companies that will come and look for our interns, for our students to do internship. So of course, we do give them a list of our students who are going to apply for internship. Then the company will select. Of course, there is a selection process. We cannot guarantee that student will get 100% placement in the company. For example, the one company might have, let's say, three internship positions, but if we send, let's say, five students, only those top three will be selected for that position.
Okay, all right. I think this is also quite good for the students who are like doing good. They'll be selected in the company. And also, like, how is the ratio of the getting job after graduated from UniKL?
For in general, based on the survey, our almost more than 95% of our students are getting job within 3 months of graduation. This is the data from 2019 and 20. But for this year, we are yet to come up with the data. So yeah, in terms of the getting job is the ratio of students getting job is quite high.
Well, that's great. That's great to know because that you mentioned like 98, 95%. This is quite lot within 3 months. So like I think the 5% is student they apply for higher studies, so that's why it's not incoming
Yes,
coming out
that's
with
right.
the like, point. So I got another question from our audience. So is UniKL help to get job after graduations? Yeah, the same question I asked actually. So want
Yeah.
to know about the industry partner with UniKL. So
Okay, in
Miss,
terms of, yeah, sorry, so was carry on.
yeah, yeah, Miss, yeah, you can tell to our audience about the
Okay,
intern.
so for Raston's question, he's referring to, I think, the after his internship and everything about job, right? So in terms of job, job unfortunately does not depend on the university, but it depends on the employer. Like when you select your internship, you need to make sure that that company that you are applying has certain positions open for expats or foreigners. So in that case, the moment you go to that internship for 3 to 6 months, you can show your best skills and talent. Then they can hire you based on your abilities. That's one thing I can actually recommend and give my own suggestion. It's not like for me, like I have been as myself an international student in Malaysia, so I know the pain and hustle of getting job and settling down is not that easy. So what I can say is that for any student anywhere, the first thing is that when you are studying in your bachelor degree, you have to show some interest and do a good networking with your lecturers and with the people in the industry. For example, your lecturers have quite good connections in the industry. So if you show yourself a very good student and you are very responsive and very responsible and do your best, your lecturer will always suggest you the best positions. And through that, you can always go for first internship. If you like the company and company likes you, you can get hired. But of course, there is no 100% guarantee anywhere. It's always about the way that you put your seats in the first year onwards. It's not in the last year when you graduate and you search for a job.
Yeah, thank you very much, Miss, for your fruitful discussion about getting job. I
Yeah.
think yeah, you are right. So why they need to hire you? So you have to prove yourselves like you are skilled enough, and you are the best option to get. I mean, getting the positions. I think
Yes,
that's
that's
how
right.
it. That's how it's easier to get job in Malaysia also. And also I
Yes.
heard there have a lot of vacancies in terms of like digital marketing. There are many subjects. They need actually international specialist in
Yes.
Malaysia.
Yeah.
So, in
Definitely,
terms,
Malaysia is quite open for the foreign talents. It's just that you need to know which industry you are going for. So you need to go for specialized industry. So don't go for general subject of just engineering or just business. Go for specialized area. Do some extra. Do some extra research, and also equip yourself with extra certificates or knowledge that will give you extra advantage for you to get the job.
yeah, thank you very much, Miss, for your fruitful explanations. So, Miss, do you have any foundation program that, like, okay, the students want to join bachelor? Does they have
Mhm.
to do foundation, or they can directly can go like in bachelor program,
So the student, if he's coming from HSC or SSC,
HSC,
SST.
HSC? I mean, higher
Oh,
secondary.
the higher. Oh, okay, okay. Sorry. From higher secondary, if let's say they do not meet the entry requirement of bachelor, then we can look into the SSC grades, which is the 10th or 11th grade. Then based on that, they can apply for foundation first. But if let's say they are meeting the bachelor directly, they can directly join the bachelor.
So they don't have to do foundation, so they can directly join.
No, it's not compulsory. It's their choice. But of course, for those students who are eligible for bachelor, I always encourage them to go with bachelor directly.
So without IELTS, can they apply for bachelor program?
No, has to have an IELTS for that particular program. But for foundation, at the moment, foundation does not have the IELTS requirement. So those people who do not have IELTS, if let's say they want to choose the pathway of foundation, yes, it is an option, but of course, we will still do test their English, how well they can communicate and understand. So even though it's IELTS is not a requirement, but we still test their English.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss. Miss, we got another questions. For get job, research-based master will be good for the student.
Research-based master. Okay. For me, my personal experience for companies, when you are applying, you they do not look you did research or coursework. As long as you have master's degree, they will recognize it as master's degree. But what is the advantage of research actually? Coursework is already, you know, that you have certain subjects, you go to class, you have a very strict timetable and deadlines. But for research, it's more into your flexibility, and it's actually tests your discipline, I would say. And also for those students who come from research, they are really good at the companies. Some of the companies, they might actually prefer some research-based students because they have ability of doing research and conducting research, carrying out research. So that's also advantage. But for me personally, for from my experience, either it's a research or coursework, many companies, they do not really look into this factor much. It is when you go for PhD, that's where it will matter, because for some universities, if you go for PhD, they only want research-based master's degree. So that's where you will get more advantage. You can apply directly for PhD. And also, of course, for teaching jobs, also research is also an option for you.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much, Miss, for your fruitful uh, answering about the questions. I think this was great. And also, if you guys have any question, you can directly contact with us. There have our contact number, so we will help you to get admission in UniKL. And Miss, I have another questions like how long it will take to get offer letter from UniKL if the students apply with all the documents.
For those students who are applying from Bangladesh directly for undergraduate, it will take around 3 to 5 working days. So
Okay.
consider a week. For postgraduate, if let's say their qualification is from a well-known university, that will be quite fast, less than a week. But if the university is not a public university or well-known university, some private universities, then it will take time to verify the qualification. So it might take from 1 week to 3 weeks for postgraduate.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great to know. Like, yeah, guys, you can already know like how long it will take to get the offer letter. So, And also now it's in the pandemic times, student can apply for the visa processing. So because many students ask the same questions to me.
Yeah. They can apply for the visa processing, but they will be able to start their classes online at the moment, but they won't be able to travel at the moment. So it means they can get the letter of approval from the MGS. Then they can start the online classes, let's say if it's in September or end of July. Then once the borders and everything is open, their visa will be processed and they can get their visa approval letter and then travel. But that one, we need to wait for the updates.
I think thank you very much, Miss. Yeah, I think this is good time for the students. They can apply, and also UniKL giving good scholarship for the even the foundation student 50%. So which is good. And also if the student now apply, they join online classes, and they can travel anytime. So they are not losing their time. So I think it will
Yes.
be like very good opportunity for them. And
Yes.
we are almost in of our sessions. So if you have guys any question, you can contact with us in WhatsApp. So we will keep in touch with you to help you and get. Okay, I got another questions.
Mhm.
Yeah. So the student want to know the situation in Malaysia about the convict situation in Malaysia. So you could say something to them, to the students.
Yeah. I think COVID situation in general in many countries of the world is not that positive at the moment. So for Malaysia, we are actually under lockdown. We are under and everything is at the moment is closed, but the university is operating online. The classes, everything is not disrupted. And in terms of the traveling, as I have mentioned, there are some restrictions. So tourists and some of the international students are unable to perform their travel journey at the moment.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss, for your fruitful answering the questions. And I think we are in of the sessions. There is no more question we're getting from our audience. Thank you very much, Miss Esther, for your time and fruitful session. And thank you, everyone, to join our NSS Solution live sessions.
Yeah.
And thank you
Thank
very
you so
much.
much, Mr. Sabos. Thanks
Yeah,
for everyone for joining.
thank you. Have a good day. Take care.